My name is Esther, and today I would like to make a little recap of every fragrance that I wore this week. On Monday, I wore Darling Nikki by Wilhelm Perfumery. Based on the notes in Fragrantica, it does sound like a challenging one because, well, it's mostly described as this very woody, smoky leather fragrance that is not for everyone. But for me, it smells a bit different than that. To me, this fragrance opens up with a bit of a punchy black pepper and sparkly mandarin juice and cassis, but it dries down to a more woody, suede-like dry down with a little bit of fresh lotus and saffron notes. I find it to be completely unisex, and I think it's going to be wonderful for spring and summer. So far, I'm really enjoying it. On Tuesday, I received a package with Radiate by Narciso Rodriguez. I've been wanting to add this fragrance to my collection for some time now. It is a wonderful musky fragrance that is just so sophisticated and classy. To me, this fragrance smells like aldehydes, soft musk with cotton flower, orange blossom, and you get a little bit of lily of the valley in here. For me, it smells very sophisticated and classy. It feels a little bit like a steam coming up from the iron, but it's very soft, musky, very luxurious kind of a clean scent to me. Lately, I really like this clean scent type, and I've been very much into this profile. To be honest, I didn't expect that from me. I've been looking into White Crush by Obvious, and I'm really wanting to get La Meta, which is very this musky cotton-like scent. It is a new release. On Wednesday, I wore Per Se by 2787. I don't have the La Meta yet, and I'm still thinking about it. But Per Se is a combination of aldehydes, these very airy, musky type of aldehydes that keep you feeling, like in those ad commercials where you are promised to get a freshness of the Alps. This is pretty much what I get in here. There's also bamboo and violet leaves that give it a little bit ozonic vibe, maybe tiny bit aquatic. So for me, overall, this is a very icy, clean, airy, aldehydic, musky scent along the lines of Byredo Blanche and, Obvious White Crush and others. So if you have any other aldehydic, I don't know, laundry freshener, detergent kind of scents that you could recommend me, I'll be very happy to hear about them, because currently, apparently, I'm very much into this profile. On Thursday, I was feeling very much into a lipsticky kind of a scent. So I went for Incarnata. I have spoken about this in my previous video, so I won't say much about it. This is a moist lipstick with sour, juicy raspberries on a soft suede. I really like it. I know it's not for everyone, but you can see my dent in the bottle. On Friday, as we're going along with this aldehydic train that I'm currently onto, I chose Chanel Eau Premiere, which is a bright, fresh, aldehydic fragrance in combination of neroli and ylang in the opening, and then it's quite quickly dries down to this very creamy, powdery softness with pinch of rose petals, a little bit of vanilla and creamy sandalwood. This is probably one of my top favorite Chanel fragrances. I absolutely adore all of the number 5. I like Chanel 22, and I absolutely adore and want to add to my collection 9057, was it the name of it? But for now, I'm loving this. On Saturday, I chose a fragrance that is a bit different than any that I have spoken today. This is GABA by Ormond Paris, which is very, very loud and bold and bright and beautiful scent. GABA is not for a faint of heart. It opens up with mouth-watering Italian mandarin, orange, and osmanthus that's very, very bright and loud in here. As it dries down, I also get a bouquet of jasmine and a slightly like woody, musky base. There's an akigala wood that makes it a beast fragrance that lasts long. It is very much projecting. Like, if you are worried about fragrances to be whether they're, fleeting or what, this is not going to be the case. And today, on Sunday, I've decided to go with Neroli Orangea by Mattia Premier. If you know, you know that I am a sucker for Neroli. I absolutely adore that note. Neroli Orangea, to me, opens up with a little bit of a bitter neroli and zesty bergamot. But quite quickly, at least to my nose, is drying down to a more creamy, musky orange blossom. To me, it feels like luxurious aroma from a lotion, luxurious cream. I really, really like it. Although my perfume tray has a lot of fragrances that are warm and spicy and enveloping for this very cold weather, you can see that this week I've been looking for another type of fragrances. So this is what I wore this week. Let me know what you've been loving this week. I'll be very happy to discuss that in the comment section. So see you in the next one. Bye.